is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Good afternoon and welcome to JV basketball here at Carew Hall, the home of the Villagers of Our Lady of Mercy Academy. Take on the Triton Mustangs for BFA Sports. Doug Stasic along with the BFA Sports crew. And looking forward to getting the afternoon started here on a special day in OLMA. It's the Blackout Cancer event, raising awareness the battle to fight cancer, those that it affects, and those that continue to battle. And the battle of the hardwood JV fashion is underway. For the Villagers of Our Lady of Mercy Academy, it's Kristen Wareham at the basketball, Katie Raschuti at the guard position, along with Allie Capalbo. Over there in the corner is Riley Gemberling letting go of the three ball. That ball is rebounded inside to Wareham. Wareham working next to McGonigal. She starts things off and gets the bucket. Wareham opens up the scoring. And now on to Triton. Looking inside at Triton, that's number 20, Akira Reed-Streeter. She finds number 1, Fortuna. That one's off the mark, and Gemberling has the rebound for OLMA. Pushes the ball forward. Wareham, maybe an extra step, and she is indeed called for a traveling violation. You can see the special blacked out cancer graphics that have launched today. Of course, today's game powered by Game Changer. You see the Game Changer scoreboard usually has some color splashes in there, but for today, it is a blacked out cancer effect. Triton now goes back to work under 7 minutes in quarter number 1, and OLMA forces another turnover. Gemberling is on the move as she heads to her left. Into the lane, forces the shot, and she gets the bucket. So it'll be a +1 opportunity for Gemberling. Look high atop the Tri-City Kitchen's backboard cam. And she completes the three-point play. 3 points for Gemberling. She leads all scorers and pacing OLMA, who's out to a 5-0 lead here in JV basketball. Triton back to work. Triton, of course, wearing the royal blue unis. There's a long three ball by Reed-Strider. Her ball is tipped away by Capalbo, and Elise Fortuna will have an opportunity to inbounds it. Kimora Dobson's wearing number 2. She's out in front, but right now it's number 55, and that's Kamaya Tarver who gets the ball taken from her. Capalbo now has OLMA on the attack. Kicks it out to Gemberling. Long three. That one just misses. Rebound underneath, and that is Katie Raschuti. Wareham now works it back over. Capalbo pulls again. That one misses, and a rebound pulled down by Dobson. The Mustangs trying to get on the scoreboard. It goes to Akira Reed-Streeter. She can't get it to go. Gemberling now on the rebound. OLMA back to work. Foot on the line. That 2 is off the mark for Capalbo. Tarver now to work on the wing. She goes against Wareham. Pull-up jumper. That one's short, and a rebound pulled down by Capalbo. Villagers back to work in the JV set. And being told that there's a uniform change, so looks like Michaela Hawthorne is wearing number 2, and Kimora Dobson is wearing number 33. And that there is Allie Capalbo. She's on the board. Triton still trying to get into the scoring column, unable to do so thus far here at Carew Hall. Again, JV basketball, a little bit of a special time for OLMA fans from a start standpoint. This JV contest tips off at 4:30 and the varsity at 6. So each of them push back about 30 minutes, and I'm going to probably attest that to the distance Triton's had to travel to get here. Back to work go the Mustangs. It is Dobson wearing number 33. I talked about the uniform change. It's the Hawthorne wearing number 2 from the corner here. That one in and out from Fortuna. And now the Villagers back to work, and Katie Raschuti gets her first bucket of the game. So 4 of the Villagers' starting 5 are on the scoreboard already, with just over 3.5 left to play in the first quarter. And Coach Doug Stefano gonna go with a hockey-esque line change. That foul was called on Katie Raschuti, her first, team's first. And now, and that is a quick foul called on number 5. That's Mia Bongiorno. So Bongiorno's into the game. She's joined by Landon Persiano, Savannah Fries. And that ball is off the mark from Reed Streeter. And they're going to say that number 3, Holly Salmon, had touched that. Three ball, little long from the arms of Dobson. Gemberling now on the move. She kicks it out. It's going to be Bongiorno. Gemberling to the lane. And a good block defensively by Kamira Tarver. 9-0 lead for the Villagers, but Triton on the move. Long 2 off the mark. And now OLMA back to work. Gemberling getting some reps at the point. She kicks it over to Persiano. Goes the dribble drive, picks it up. Back to Gemberling. Persiano from downtown. That one along. 2:20. Clock continues to churn here in the first. Triton into the paint. Ball is stripped by Fries, and we have ourselves a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing to the Mustangs. Again, the Mustangs wearing the royal blue with red trim. The Villagers, the traditional home white uniforms with the dark green and gold letters. Rebound by Gemberling. 2 minutes remain in the first. Gemberling swings it around. Salmon now dumps it inside. Good ball movement as Bongiorno gets a good look, and she gets a good 3. An electric crowd. Thundersticks were handed out this afternoon, so it's going to be loud. This sounds this way in the JV game. Can only imagine what we're in for from the varsity. Mustangs, baseline move, and a good take and bucket from Akira Reed Streeter. She'll get an opportunity to make it a 3-point play. Fouls charged to number 24, Kylie Gemberling, her first, team's third. Reed Streeter gets the go. She has all 3 of the points for the Mustangs here in JV action. Salmon from long range. That one just to the left of the cylinder, and it'll bounce out of bounds into the hands of the Mustangs. Fortuna trying to make some action happen. She's working with Reed Streeter, who's wearing number 20. She moves now to her right, gives the ball up. Now back inside is the Hawthorne. Back to Reed Streeter. Off the bottom of the backboard. And now Gemberling goes to get Olma into their offensive set. Wide open look. Good defense, though. And here comes Reed Streeter on the breakaway. And the block. Oh, that one's blocked right into the BFA scorers table, so I had to put the headset down. But Gemberling making Joel Embiid proud with that one. Oh, good strip by Persiano. Now she has a breakaway. She goes to the paint, loses the handle. Good work by the Villagers to regroup. Salmon now kicks it out. Persiano gets her shot rejected by Tarver. Got a tie up on the floor, and that jump ball will belong to the Villagers. Gonna have a laundry list of sponsors stepping up today to sponsor the festivities for the Blackout Cancer event. Of course, we'll have a special ceremony prior to the varsity game. Reed Streeter's on the move. That one was long. Good rebound there by Hawthorne, and that is also not where she wanted it to be. Salmon, long two, in and out. Rebound underneath by Fries. Loses the handle. Could they get it off? They say no. First quarter is in the books. A rowdy crowd here with the Thunder Sticks in Newfield. You see the big block by Riley Gemberling. She says, get out of here. We're out of the first as we head to the second here on BFA.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
The Villagers defense locked in on a Blackout Cancer Day here on campus in Newfield. Riley Gemberling took us to break with a big block. That was the exclamation point in that first quarter of play. Athletic Director Matt Legandoro in the house, of course. And, man, so Kylie Gemberling with a big block. She leads all scorers with 3. Also joined by Mia Bongiorno, who's got a shot in from the downtown. And for Triton, the Mustangs, Akira Reed Streeter counts for all 3 of their points as we're underway here in the second quarter. Triton back to work, looks inside to Hawthorne, kicks it out to the corner. That ball is long from the hands of Tarver. Capalbo on the run, forces it ahead, finds McGonigal, quickly gets it over to Capalbo. That was a little strong. Wareham from 3, just off the rim. Mustangs on the move. Reed Streeter thought she had Tarver. Kind of forced that one. Mustangs playing with just 5 players here at JV. Lonely over there with the coaching staff. Nice shot there by Raschuti. In and out off the back of the rim. Wareham with a good hustle defensively and forces it off of Fortuna. So a heads-up play by Kristen Wareham. give the Villagers the basketball and trying to add into that lead. They're up 9, under 7 to play in the first half. Fries pulls one from inside the lane. That one's out of bounds. And they're going to say possession and goes to Triton. Of course, this game was rescheduled. It was initially supposed to be on December 23rd. Had kind of that weird, freakish, brief snowstorm with some ice. So decided to keep safety the primary focus. And there's a good block by Savannah Fries, as Wareham is now again on the move. Villagers with numbers, kicks it out to Raschuti. Nifty move, pulls up the dribble, gives it back to McGonigal. They're going to work together. Raschuti resets. Capalbo to McGonigal from the corner. Just off the mark. Rebound. McGonigal gets the ball from Capalbo and out of bounds. But going back to that December 23rd, it was a very weird, icy, snowy kind of day. So because of the travel distance for Triton, this one was rescheduled today, here in January, and a much nicer day, to say the least. Can't believe we're getting this great weather for January. Villagers back to work. Capalbo has the ball stripped. And now Reed Streeter trying to take it hard to the hole, but is stripped by Fries. Capalbo trying to push tempo. Villagers don't have numbers. They're going to get back into the half-court set. Wareham's got a look. She penetrates, and she can't get it to go. That was a good move by Wareham. .520 remaining here in the first half. The BFA crew fired up to cover another round of JV action. 3-ball, Reed Streeter. She's got all 6 of the Mustangs points here in the JV game. Ooh, that one in and out from Raschuti. Triton on the move, so the Mustangs chipping back away, pulling themselves back into this one, just down a couple of buckets. And Reed Streeter has been aggressive with the basketball, trying to break down the defense. Here she does again. This time the ball is taken away. And Wareham comes back to grab the handle. She's going to work out in front against Fortuna. McGonigal from 3. Ooh, off the side of the backboard and out of play. Mustangs here have been forced to stay out on the perimeter. A bit of the signature of the OLMA defense, particularly from the JV coach Doug Stefano and varsity head coach Brian Coyle. And this is no different. And another wave of substitutions. So the 5 on the floor for OLMA will be Wareham, Capalbo, Salmon, Persiano, and Bongiorno. Triton, of course, with just 5. So plenty of playing time for the ladies in blue today, at least at the JV level. Want to thank all of today's sponsors for the special event. You see their logos and their businesses flashing in the top right corner of your screen. Of course, Visali's Farm Market. I don't know if you've ever stopped there up near the Washington Township area, but man, they have some huge hoagies. Want to check them out, the Visali's Farm Market out there. That ball's off the mark. Wareham now back to work for the Villagers. That ball picked up by Salmon, and I think we got a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout for Triton. Coach going to have to utilize those timeouts as well to give them a rest where necessary, and feeling an opportunity to do so here. So we'll get a chance to recognize some of the sponsors Carlos Andujar, a fine attorney located right here in Vineland, New Jersey, just a stone's throw away. Carlos Andujar and the team. Be sure to check them out. The Allwater family. We're going to see a couple families that'll pop up on your screen. Special thanks to them for sponsoring tonight's Blackout Cancer festivities. AC Design and Landscaping, Kevin AC and the team. Happy to help you plan out that new patio. Mike goes into the backyard. Some awesome hardscaping by AC Design and Landscaping. Hargrave family. And tonight's festivities will also be in honor of Bob Stefano. So we'll talk more about that as we get into the varsity competition. So timeout is over. Triton playing just with 5 here in the JV level. Coach trying to utilize those breaks to keep those legs as fresh as possible. And, of course, OLMA's been playing in waves, so strength in numbers. But the Villagers just with a 6-point lead, Triton trying to chip away. They've had some good looks, and there's one. That goes in and out. So Hawthorne had a good look, couldn't get it to go. And it'll be a turnover back to Triton. So I'm sure that coaching staff of Triton, Frank Marciano and Regina DiGiambattista, talking about making the most of these opportunities. There's a long ball. Reed Streeter doing everything she can to keep the squad in it, and she has all 9 points for the Mustangs. And here she has a steal. It's a one-possession ball game. She's going to go to the hole. Oh, a little hard off of the glass. A little too much mustard. Wareham now kicks it back out. Bongiorno from downtown. That's a bit off of the trajectory she was looking for. Kicks it back into the corner. Now Triton inside. And that one stripped by Wareham. Villagers don't have numbers, but they're going to have an open look from the outside. Persiano rushes one, and it just bounces off the front of the rim. And here come the Mustangs. Euro step, and it'll work. Dobson on the board. And we got ourselves a 1-point contest with 1:50 left in the first half. Bongiorno back to Wareham. Wareham, good hands. And then she's able to sink it. So they got 2. Wareham's got 4 on this early afternoon. She leads all scorers for the Villagers. Good defense out in front. Salmon gets her hands on the basketball. Bongiorno is off to the races, but called for the traveling violation. And around we go. That ball off the mark. Hawthorne had a good look at it. Is that the girl that helped us out that last game? I wasn't here. Triton on the move. It'll be Tarver. Out to Reed Streeter from the parking lot. Off the mark, Capable will take it. We're at 37 seconds left here in the first. OLMA with a 3-point lead. And it looks like Fortuna called for the foul. Her first, team second. Wareham feeling it. She's got 7. At 33, Persiano called for the reach-in. It'll be her first, team's 5th. Wareham, coach's daughter, of course I'm referring to Will Wareham. She didn't agree with the call necessarily. Dobson now with another bucket. She's got 4. Bongiorno from downtown. Not going to get it. And with 6.8 seconds, Triton down 4. Could have a chance to make this a 1-possession game as we head to the half. They're going to have to hurry. And here comes Fortuna. She gives it up. Hawthorne, Reed Streeter. Can't get it to fall. We are through 2 quarters, 17-13. The Villagers take the lead as they head into the locker room.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with a band around their knees, and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips. Now there's lateral strides with the band around their legs. These are further going to build strength in the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the knee. As they're striding, they're getting down in a small squat and going sideways. Again, you can add in increased dexterity by passing the ball back and forth to your athlete while they're doing it. And remember, these exercises are good both for your female and your male athlete. I suggest you videotape your athlete landing, focusing at the knee so you can give them cues as whether or not they're landing in a safe position. Have them do it multiple times. And by doing the strengthening exercises and the muscle memory will build that they will land in a much safer position. And you guys won't have to see me to do your ACL reconstructions. Good luck and keep those exercises going.
Back to live action here in half number 2, 4-point basketball game. Villagers back to work. McGonagall's got the ball in the paint, and Reed Streeter has the strip for Triton. Reed Streeter on fire in the first half. She had 9, launches another 3. That one misses to the left. Some exciting news for the OLMA Villager community today here on campus at Our Lady of Mercy Academy. Wareham, clean look at a 3, and she makes it count. Wareham, that's her second 3 of the afternoon. She's got 10. Villagers now with a 7-point lead. Talk more about the fantastic news I just shared, was just shared with me by Brooke Coyle, leader over here at OLMA, about a very generous donation will make quite the difference. And Raschuti hustles down the court. She kicks it back to Capalbo. Capalbo's ball bounces off the top of the backboard, and that'll be called out of bounds. So yeah, a fantastic donation as a new vision for OLMA is getting ready to launch a fundraising campaign of sorts. Most of that will go towards the Leadership Academy that's being built in the area that used to be where the pool is, attached just to the wing of the building where we're sitting here at Carew Hall. And Miss Rose Davis with a very nice donation to the tune of $1 million. Would be a good way to get that started. So we'll talk more about that in the varsity contest and how you might be able to get a jump start on helping make a difference as well, as OLMA makes a quest to try to match that $1 million, which will make a big difference in the lives of quite a few of these fine young ladies on campus, both now and in the future in Newfield. OLMA back to work. Wareham's out at the point. She's now working with Raschuti. And McGonigal thinks about going to the elbow. Long ball, that went in and out. Capalbo almost was able to put it down. And now Fortuna runs into a little bit of trouble. She's got Tarver. Moves to her right. Tarver kicks it to Fortuna. Long 3, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Capalbo. Capalbo to Wareham. McGonigal tries to work back and forth. Wareham is feeling it. That one just short, however. Now Reed Streeter is on the move. Oh, and she just bounces the ball off of the line. It'll be a turnover to OLMA. Villagers back to work. Gotta go inside to Salmon. And a turnover. Well, Reed Streeter, she's been hard to contain. She's going to get an opportunity to go to the free throw line as the foul's charged to Erin McGonigal, her first and team's first of the half. You see at the Tri-City Kitchen backboard cam. She gets it to go. She's now got 10. Can't get the second free throw to go. Salmon pulls down the rebound. And it looks like we're going to have a reach-in foul called on Triton. And that'll be charged to number 55, Kamaya Tarver. That'll be her first, team's first. Wareham for three. Wareham looking very comfortable from deep outside today. Good touch pass to McGonigal. Oh, and a big block by Tarver. Some defense on display here in the JV contest. Varsity coming up at a 6 o'clock tip-off. Turn and shoot, there's Raschuti. Capalbo gets the board, kicks it to Wareham. Wareham's going to go inside the paint. That one a bit strong. Pulled down there by Hawthorne. And a jump ball is called as Wareham with a quick heads-up play to tie up possession. Triton inbounds, and the possession arrow will change to OLMA. Reed Streeter kicks it down into the corner. Hawthorne for a bucket. Her first 2 points of the game. 22-16. Do the quick update here on the BFA scoreboard. Raschuti's shot is blocked by Hawthorne. Reed Streeter gives it up. And taking it all the way is Dobson. Ball goes out of bounds. And the Mustangs will keep the basketball. And ball is inbounded, kicked out. Reed Streeter with a clean look at the basket, but can't get it to fall. Villagers now on the move. Wareham kicks it out. Capalbo to her left. It's going to pull up her dribble. All over is Fortuna. Bongiorno kicks it back out. Capalbo to the point. And now Persiano picks up her dribble. And good defense out in front by Fortuna. A little bit of a discussion, and now getting things settled. The Villagers back to work. Ball's going to belong to the Mustangs. And that was a shot there by Fortuna, her first bucket of the ball game. So an 18-20 contest. This one has been a bit entertaining. Kind of a seesaw battle. Old school in the playground, goes back and forth. OLMA has held on to the lead for the duration of the game, but it's just a one-possession game now. And Bongiorno going to be called for the walk. And there's another good defensive stand by the Villagers. That time it was Savannah Fries. Fries gets the basketball and on cue puts it in the cylinder. The first bucket of the game. Six of the Villagers are on the board. Capalbo on the break. She's got 4. Timeout on the floor for the Mustangs. It'll give us a chance to say thanks to those businesses that were kind enough to sponsor today's Blackout Cancer festivities. Katie's Bakery, if you're in the mood for that birthday cake or just a sweet to grab maybe for one of those big parties like the Eagles going to the Super Bowl, hit up Katie's Bakery. The law offices of Jill Trabulis. I want to thank her and her business for their sponsorship. Cruise planners. That sounds fun. Our own Ryan Schumacher ready to go on a Disney cruise. So if you're going on a Disney cruise or any cruise, give Lisa Harrigal a call at 324-6413. Jerry's Heating and Cooling, family owned since 1981. Jerry and the squad have been awesome to us here at BFA for the first few years that we brought you basketball. So give Jerry and Mickey a call over there. Jerry's Heating and Cooling. Lee Rain, of course, Lee Fiocchi and the Fiocchi family. They've been at Lee Rain since 1946. Water solutions for a growing world for your residential or commercial sprinkler head needs. Give the team a call at Lee Rain in Vineland. (24-18) as the Triton Mustangs go back to work. Just over 2 minutes in the third quarter. Reed Streeter trying to work out in front with Hawthorne. And a strip. Bongiorno. For 5th point of the afternoon on the breakaway layout. Triton for 3. Reed Streeter has knocked down quite a few threes. That one couldn't get it to go. Bongiorno had the basketball. Now Wareham with a look from 3. Off the right side of the rim. Bongiorno almost picked up that dribble. Reed Streeter has the basketball, and she's going to try to go all the way to the hoop. She's going to pull back as the Triton Mustangs try to get back into their offensive set with just over a minute left in quarter number 3. Tarver now out in front. As Fortuna back to Tarver. Attempted some good ball rotation, and you got to think with the JV squad not having any substitutes, those legs are going to start getting a little heavy. Kicks it out, Bongiorno from downtown. Can't get it in. Hawthorne with the rebound, and Fortuna has the Mustangs on the move. And what we had mentioned, a little bit of that fatigue, only playing with 5 players, kind of start to settling in. You can see that Triton trying to get their wind back. So Coach Frank Marciano going to call the timeout to give them a breather. And McMahon Insurance, our friend Bill McMahon and his team, locations throughout South Jersey, but none more beautiful than the area down in Ocean City. So be sure to hit the McMahon Agency up to protect your home court investment. Premier Orthopedic Associates, Dr. Dwyer and this team, POASNJ.com, with 8 locations to serve you throughout South Jersey. Premier. They'll get you taken care of from discovery to recovery. .35 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Kamaya Tarver, wearing number 55. She's been very good defensively. They're going to try to reset, hold on here for 35 seconds or so, and then head into the fourth. Triton very feisty performance as they were able to cut this down to a 1-possession deficit early on, but the Villagers just using that hockey-style substitution where just get a whole other line shift, and they've been physical on the boards, second chances, and very good playing transition basketball today. And now Fortuna with the strip of Wareham. She pulls up from 3, and she drains it. It's Fortuna with 5 points in the quarter. Persiano for 3. That one is short, and that will end the quarter. 26-21, OLMA out in front of Triton. You're watching JV basketball on BFA Sports.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Fourth quarter underway as the Villagers with a 5-point lead taking on the Triton Mustangs that only have 5 on the JV roster that are active today. Myself and Stevie Westcott will have the varsity call. Scheduled tip-off is about 6 o'clock, but be sure to check in early as we have a blackout cancer ceremony, as a check will also be presented. Monies that were raised here at OLMA in the battle against cancer. So we'll have all the live coverage on those festivities. McGonigal, good look inside and a good bucket. OLMA out to a 7-point lead as we're just over 7 minutes to play here at Carew Hall. Long 3, Fortuna just misses. That one goes off the back of the rim. And now Reed Streeter with the steal. She's going to try to get the bunny. Step back, well contested by Wareham. Forces that shot off the mark, and now Capalbo is on the move. She pushes it to McGonigal with the left-handed layup. And got a shoe equipment pause on the floor. Looks like Reed Streeter going to have to tie the laces. OLMA now out to a 9-point advantage. Reed Streeter with Tarver out in front. She pulls up from just outside the lane. Can't get it to fall. Villagers on the rebound. Raschuti gets it out to Capalbo. Fries finds Raschuti for the wide open 3. And that one's short. Of course, we're high atop the perch here on the stage, so doing a little bit of double duty for some of these loose balls. Capalbo pushes to McGonigal. And now back to Dobson. Make that Reed Streeter on the pull. Lid still on the bucket. It's been a tough start this quarter here for Triton. McGonigal with the rebound. She's heating up. McGonagall's got 6. That's her high of the season, I believe, in JV, at least the home games we've been covering. Substitution into the game. It's Holly Salmon in for Katie Raschuti. Kicked out. Wareham now on the move. Salmon can't get it to go. But a good strip there by Fries. She gets it back to Allie Capalbo. Kicks it to McGonigal. Wareham from downtown, not on the mark. School spirit in full effect today. You can hear the OLMA faithful loud and proud. Pulls it up, and that one is no good. That ball inside, and should have a foul called. Be the 3rd foul called on Erin McGonigal. Dobson gets the first of 2 to go. Wareham will take a step out. That ball missed. And now McGonigal has the basketball, but a intercepted pass by Reed Streeter. Reed Streeter kicks it back. Fortuna from 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound by the Villagers. Another pulled one there by Savannah Fries. Lots of passing out in front. And that ball just passed the hands of Holly Salmon. Of course, Salmon Signs, another generous sponsor for today's Blackout Cancer festivities, as the OLMA Villagers present a check to the organization as they support the battle to raise awareness and funds Blackout Cancer. Another foul is charged to the Villagers. This time it's Mia Bongiorno, her 2nd, team's 5th. Was Erin McGonigal. She's got 4. Ball is short. And now on the move. Villagers back in action. Coming up next will be varsity, 6 p.m. tip-off, but join us a couple minutes before as the Villagers team up to help black out cancer. That's why you're seeing some graphics that don't have much color in them. You can see down there on our scoreboard. Game Changer scoreboard, of course. Be sure to download that app at gc.com on your favorite iOS or Android mobile device. McGonigal pulls up baseline, gets partially blocked there by Hawthorne. Now Bongiorno from 3. That one is to the left of the cylinder and out of play. Under 3 minutes. Looking at the scorers table, the Villagers About to have another 3 substitutes for Coach Doug Stefano as Capalbo goes the distance. That ball gets partially blocked, but it'll be a trip to the line. .245 remaining, and that one's charged to Kamaya Tarver. Capalbo hits the first of 2. She's got 5. The bank is open late today. 2 for 2 from the line is Capalbo to give her 6. 12-point lead now for Our Lady of Mercy Academy. Ball falls harmlessly out of bounds, and it'll belong to the Villagers. Shooty. McGonigal, 1 foot on the line. That one is a bit much. Tarver for 3. Short, but a rebound underneath by Dobson. Kicks it to Hawthorne. She can't get it to go. Fortuna can't get it to go either. Fortuna with another rebound. Tarver, 3. McGonigal with the board. Jump ball. Possession pointing to Triton. Now Reed Streeter with the floater in the lane. Cannot get it to fall. Substitution is Salmon. OLMA tries to go back to work, but the Mustangs out in front. .130 now remains. Second personal foul charge to Katie Raschuti. Team 7th, so that'll send Fortuna to the line for a 1-on-1. This is the first. And jump ball with possession belonging to OLMA. OLMA goes baseline. And we're going to have a reach-in foul called. Coach Doug Stefano encouraging his Villagers to, quote, stop fouling. Up 12 here with over a minute left. You can probably understand why. But that was Katie Raschuti's 3rd personal foul charged. And on a 1-on-1, that one had missed. 3rd personal foul charged to Kamaya Tarver, her 3rd, team's 3rd of the half. And another ball's tied up. The Mustangs back to work. Kicks it out. Reed Streeter. Short. Persiano tries to push tempo but loses the handle. Fortuna gets a hand on it, and now she gets the ball to Tarver. Tries to go to her right. 35 seconds remaining, and a good inside move, but couldn't get the finish was Dobson. OLMA now going to potentially try to hold on for one more shot. Ball was stolen there by Akira Reed-Streeter, but it looks like a reach-in foul. It's going to be called on Salmon, her first, and this will be a 1-on-1 situation for the Mustangs. Speaking of the Mustangs, the mainland Mustangs coming to town tomorrow night. So back-to-back nights with the Mustangs. Triton tonight, mainland tomorrow. The JV start time is 4 o'clock and the varsity at 5:30 tip-off here in BFA. Reed Streeter gets the roll. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. She's got 11 points tonight. Leads all scorers on the floor. And she drains yet another. So 4 for 5 from the free throw line. 12 points. And that's the ball game. A 10-point victory for the junior varsity OLMA Villagers here from Carew Hall. Don't go too far as varsity comes up next. It's the Blackout Cancer event here on BFA.